November 10th, 1942. 14:47 hours. Pavlov's house, Stalingrad. Vasily Zaitsev crouches in the rubble of what was once a department store, his Mosin Nagant rifle pressed against his cheek. The cold bites through his greatcoat. Below him, 300 meters across the blackened wasteland of 9th January Square, German 6th Army soldiers move between burned-out tanks. He exhales slowly, watching his breath crystallize in the air. If he fails today, if Major Erwin Koenig, the Wehrmacht's master sniper dispatched specifically to kill him, puts a bullet through his skull, German morale surges. The propaganda war tilts, and the Red Army loses its symbol of resistance at the exact moment when Stalin needs it most. The city smells like death. 4 months of house-to-house combat have turned Stalingrad into a graveyard that still breathes. Zaitsev shifts his weight, feeling the crunch of plaster dust beneath his boots. His spotter, Nikolai Kulikov, lies motionless beside him, scanning the ruins through binoculars. Neither man speaks. They've been hunting Koenig for 3 days now, ever since the German arrived with his custom Zeiss-scoped Mauser. Somewhere in the skeletal buildings across the square, the enemy sniper watches, waiting. The silence stretches. A crow lands on a twisted girder, caws twice, then flies away. Zaitsev's fingers ache from the cold. He flexes them slowly, one at a time, never taking his eye from the scope. The wind picks up, carrying ash and the sweet rot stench of bodies trapped in collapsed basements. Kulikov's breathing is shallow, controlled. In the distance, artillery rumbles like approaching thunder. The temperature drops another degree. Then, movement. A glint. 3rd floor window. Building with the collapsed facade. Zaitsev's heart hammers, but his hands remain steady. Is it Koenig? Or is it bait? The Germans have learned to use decoys. Helmets on sticks, metal sheets angled to catch sunlight. Koenig is too smart for obvious mistakes. But the reflection appears again, shifting slightly. Human movement. Deliberate. Zaitsev's finger brushes the trigger. "Wait," Kulikov whispers, so quietly it's almost just breath. "He wants you to shoot. He's mapping your position." The moment crystallizes.
Target's confirmed.
This is it.
I'm taking the shot.
The duel that Soviet newspapers have been screaming about for weeks. 2 apex predators, each waiting for the other to blink. The wind dies completely. The city holds its breath. Zaitsev makes his decision. He won't take the shot. Instead, he raises a periscope, a crude mirror system, 6 inches above his position. The response is instantaneous. The crack of Koenig's rifle splits the air, and the periscope explodes in Zaitsev's hand, glass shards cutting his palm. But now they have him. The muzzle flash came from the sheet metal factory, 4th floor, eastern corner. Zaitsev and Kulikov don't move. They wait. 20 minutes pass. 30. The blood from Zaitsev's hand soaks into the concrete beneath him, but he ignores it. His world narrows to that single window 400 meters away. Koenig will think he succeeded. He'll relax. He'll shift position or light a cigarette or check his map.
No.
40 minutes. Then Kulikov sees it.
Can't be.
The faintest shadow moving behind a damaged ventilation shaft. There, he breathes. Zaitsev swings the Mosin Nagant 5 degrees left. Through his scope, he can barely make out a shape. Not Koenig's head, not his torso. Just the edge of his shoulder, exposed for perhaps 6 inches. An impossible shot. The range is too far, the target too small. But Zaitsev was hunting wolves in the Ural Mountains before he could read. He knows how to wait for the perfect moment. The wind returns, steady from the west. He calculates the drift, adjusts for the bullet drop. His finger tightens on the trigger. the rifle kicks. For a split second, nothing happens. Then, across the wasteland, the shadow jerks, falls, doesn't move again. Kulikov gasps. "Did you?" But Zaitsev is already moving, scrambling down through the rubble because Koenig might still be alive, might still have his rifle trained on this position. They sprint across open ground, dodging between crater and burned-out vehicles. Soviet soldiers emerge from their positions, following. They reach the factory, climb the stairs 3 at a time. 4th floor, eastern corner. There, slumped against the ventilation shaft, is Major Erwin Koenig.
There's nothing left.
The bullet entered just below his collarbone, angled upward. His eyes are open but seeing nothing. His Mauser lies beside him, scope still pristine. Zaitsev kneels, checks for a pulse. Nothing. The master is dead. And with him, Germany's propaganda weapon. The hunter sent to kill the hunter crumbles into myth. The moment breaks like a fever. Soviet soldiers crowd into the room, shouting, clapping Zaitsev on the back. Someone fires a flare into the gray sky. Red. Victory. Across the ruined city, Red Army positions erupt in cheers. They don't know exactly what happened, but they know that sound. The sound of their legend surviving another day. Zaitsev stands slowly, still holding his rifle, staring at Koenig's body. This is what 40 days of sniper warfare looks like. Not glory, not honor. Just 2 men in the rubble, and one of them doesn't go home. His hands shake now, the adrenaline finally catching up. Kulikov hands him a flask of vodka. He drinks. The liquid burns. Outside, the artillery starts again. The battle for Stalingrad continues. The silence afterward is worse than the gunfire. Medics arrive to retrieve Koenig's body. Someone will take his scope as a trophy. Someone else will photograph the scene for the propaganda office. But right now, in this moment, Zaitsev just sits on the cold concrete floor and lets himself breathe. The factory smells like rust and cordite. Blood pools slowly beneath the German sniper's body. A young Soviet private, maybe 19, stares at the corpse with wide eyes. "Is that really him?" he asks. Zaitsev nods. The private crosses himself, even though religion is forbidden. No one stops him. This place, this ruined city where over 2 million men are killing each other street by street, has moved beyond ideology. It's elemental now. Survival. Will. Dust. Outside, the November sky darkens toward evening. Somewhere in the ruins, another sniper takes position. The war doesn't pause for legend. By the time the Battle of Stalingrad ends in February 1943, Vasily Zaitsev's confirmed kill count reaches 225 enemy soldiers. He trains dozens of snipers in his methods, creating what the Red Army calls the Hares, hunters who turn the urban wasteland into a shooting gallery. Koenig's death becomes Soviet mythology, debated by historians for decades. Some claim he never existed. Others say Zaitsev exaggerated. But the rifle scope taken from that factory floor remains in Moscow's Central Armed Forces Museum. Physical, real, undeniable. Zaitsev survives the war, loses an eye to a landmine in 1943, but lives until 1991. He dies in Kiev at age 76, 10 days before the Soviet Union collapses. They bury him in Volgograd, the city once called Stalingrad, on Mamayev Kurgan, the hill where the bloodiest fighting occurred. His headstone overlooks the Volga River. Still standing watch, still hunting. Subscribe to witness more impossible moments where single individuals change the course of history.